Love Train 2 by Asiahn. Asiahn spent time growing up in Charlotte, North Carolina and Charleston, South Carolina. She found music as a form of release after her parents divorced and her brother died from an asthma attack. She met Craig A. King and James Choirboi Bennett, who taught her everything about making songs. She has wrote for some of the biggest artists in the game, including J-Lo, Chris Brown, and Dr. Dre, to name a few. How is her music, though? Here's our honest review of Love Train 2 by Asiahn.
Asiahn, Love Train 2. It's crazy because we've heard her through stuff we've reviewed, but we hadn't paid much attention because in some of those projects, it was categorized as Asia Bryant.
Oh, so that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you probably saw her on a lot of stuff and probably was just like, okay. But how you feel about this album artwork, man?
I think it's pretty cool. I like the ripped out kind of page kind of feeling or whatever. But other than that, it's pretty cool.
It looks like she's on a train actually, like one of those
I
kind
didn't
of
even
like
think
luxury
about it.
trains.
Yeah, you're right.
But I do like the teared paper. I like how they took the extra couple minutes to Photoshop around her feet to make it just stand out on top of the torn piece of paper.
Right.
She's got a cool dress on. I like the album artwork. I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
The flow of this project, man. I actually went back and listened to Love Train 1.
Okay.
And her and Cardiac, they blend together so well. They do some really dope songs.
Okay.
And then I want to say before I even get to the song, but Truth Part 1 is really like Part 1, and that's 100% a real sequel to it.
Okay.
Like,
that's what's up.
you should go back and check it out.
Okay.
It's really dope. But the flow of this project, man, it was a variety of R&B, love songs, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like, you got a little bit of honesty. She's really dope in her songwriting ability.
Yeah.
It's really tight, and like her storytelling ability is really dope. That's pretty much the flow of the project to me.
Yeah, man, it's a real strong writing. On this whole project is just really, really dope lyrics, really, really dope vibes, and like I said, it's a lot of styles of R&B that you'll like and appreciate.
Highlights, man. Look, man, I like a lot of this joint. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. Something New started to join out. I don't necessarily feel like that was the strongest song to start it out, but it's a cool way to introduce yourself to the art. You know what I'm saying? I would have had Belong Volume 2 to start the album out, but that might have been a little too much. Like, people would have been like, damn. But it was dope.
Yeah.
But Belong is actually really dope, even though it's kind of like an interlude.
Yeah.
I wish it would have came right before Belong Volume 2, but it didn't. But, Like You is really dope. I like the way they used the sample. I can't remember who sung that song, All My Love Is Waiting For You. It's somewhere around them, DeBarge. It's somewhere around that era. I can't remember. No Love in LA, Nola, that joint is fire. If you're not sure about her vocal range, that's the perfect song to go to. They drop the beat out for a minute and she just kind of goes and lets you hear what she can do. Lost in London is such a dope song. I'm pretty sure it's about a girl named London that she was messing with, because she kind of talks about messing with girls throughout the whole project. So but Lost in London is one of those songs. Curiosity, I think that's the dopest song on the project. That was the first song, because I'm gonna say initially I was kind of like not really paying that much attention, but when Curiosity came on, I was just like, damn. So I kind of rewinded the project again and started listening. Like, man, I don't know why I haven't been paying attention. Like, I kind of was like not out of it, but Curiosity was reeled me back in and made me really pay attention to everything else on the project. Laid Up is another really amazing song. Drip is a really dope, sexy song. It's really dope. And then she spit a dope rap on that joint. Like, she straight killed it. Straight poetry type shit. Like, you gotta listen to it. You gotta think about what she's saying. Like, she's basically talking about like making a girl have an orgasm and she's not even touching her. She's just like, it's like mind fucking her. It's really dope, and it's like the verse is super dope. Belong Volume 2 is really dope, and Stuck, I wish it was a full song. I'm assuming on Love Train 3 we'll get Part 2, and that'll be a real song, kind of like how she did with Truth on Volume 1, and then but yeah, this joint got a lot of highlights on it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, this pretty much the whole project is a highlight. But if I was able to put something else, something new, I thought it was a great way to start off Belong. I kept on going back because I'm like, yo, where's the rest of it? Like, I want the rest. And I didn't even know, because, I didn't look at the track list, and I was like, oh, Belong Volume 2. Well, here's the rest of it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like You is amazing. I love when artists like this, try to do their own version of something and do it their own complete way, not just try to imitate the original or anything like that. It's so dope, and it sounds really, really good. Nola is fire. Lost in London is fire. Curiosity is amazing. Like, all these songs are just great because of the range of her vocals and the vibe that she makes on the songs and everything like that. And Drip is just a sexy ass song, man. So yeah.
Low Lights. I ain't really got much to say on that end.
Yeah.
I mean, the project is just fire. Like, I was actually in shock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, if I had to pick something, I'd say Games is cool. It's not overly great, especially compared to everything else on the project, but it's not a bad song, and I could see that being somebody's favorite song on the project, even though I say if I had to pick something negative to say about the project, it would have to be Games, and it's not a bad song either.
Yeah, man. When it comes to Low Lights, I really don't have any. I mean, it's a great sounding project.
Maybe
all
I
the way
could
through.
maybe get a couple more songs.
I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, it's just she presents a really complete sounding project, and you're going to find something that you like here, regardless of any other content here. You're going to find one or two songs that you will like.
Final thoughts, man. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up being the best R&B album of the year.
Dang, man, already?
Hey, as of right now, this is the first.
We still got
R&B.
a lot of artists dropping this year. Come on.
We do. But I'm just saying, like, this joint is dope.
Yeah,
it's really dope. So if at the end of the year came, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm expecting Chris Brown to drop some dope stuff.
Yeah.
Melanie Fiona, Rihanna is gonna probably drop some fire.
Yeah,
but don't let this go by. This is the perfect time to go check this out. Ain't
Most
nobody
definitely.
else out. This joint is fire. Like, and this will fill that void. And you're gonna probably be bumping this joint for the rest of the year. This is a really dope project. I wouldn't be surprised if any of these songs blow up in the near future. Check it out ASAP.
Yeah, man, most definitely. Do not sleep on this project. Take a listen to it, and you will be satisfied for sure. And that's all my final thoughts. I mean, it's just a good sounding project.
So, final grade. 100% giving it a check. So far this year, I mean, this is the fourth project we reviewed this year. Yeah. But so far this year, this is the most interesting project I listened to. The only one I actually looked forward to listening to again. I can't say that about anything else we reviewed this year so far. Check it out. Everybody should be fucking bumping Asiahn right now, because and y'all can say we told y'all, because I don't want to hear when I walk up to y'all and y'all say, hey, y'all know who Asiahn is? And you'd be like, nah, who's that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's annoying.
Check this out. I'll give it a check. It's just great music, man. Great R&B, for real. And it's just like, it's kind of getting hard to say that with so many things out, but this is great R&B. Great writing, great sound, production, and you're just going to like this project. It's really, really good.
Yeah. Go check it out. She's dope.
Yep.